So I made a game in 3 weeks. Here's how I did it. So my name's Chris Jarvis, I'm an indie game developer, and I made Orbs in about 3 weeks, start to finish. And there is a couple of reasons why it took me that long to make. The first is the genre, and the second is the fact that it's my full-time job. Kind of sounds obvious, but I'll explain that the second half. I'll talk about the first thing, genre. So Orbs Absorbs is a 2D puzzle game. It's a bit of a precision clicker, and it's supposed to be a kind of mixture of chill vibes and challenge. So like cozy meets chaos. And so you start off and you play the game and you get to understand what the mechanics are, and then towards the end of the game, the mechanics kind of build up and it gets harder, more difficult to progress to the next level. The reason why it took me 3 weeks is because it is a 2D puzzle game. They don't take as long to make as other genres. So a 2D game, you don't need to worry about 3D modeling. You just need to make sure you've got your mechanics, you've got some progressions, you've got some levels, you've got your menus, you've got your sound, and then you're able to put it on, in my case, it's going out on Steam. I'll talk about that in a bit as well. That doesn't take very long. Other genres take a lot longer to make. So anything that's like 3D game will take a lot longer to make because there's 3D models involved. Even if you're dealing with just asset packs, there's more involved in getting a 3D game to work. More testing involved, lighting, things like that. So 2D is really, really simple. But that's also its downfall. So 2D puzzle games don't really do well on Steam, which is the platform that I'm currently releasing it on. And the reason why I chose to make a puzzle platformer game, it's not really a platformer game, but a puzzle game, and release it on Steam is because of the time frame. I knew I could fit something in within a few weeks. I can make it really quickly and get it out to see how well it did. The visuals were enough of a hook for me to kind of put a punt on and making a full game. So put up the £70 for the Steam fee to be able to launch the game on Steam. And my hope is that the fact that it looks kind of cool, looks really interesting and quirky and different and unique, is going to be what sells the game. So if you are a content creator and you want to play Orbs Absorbs and you want to make some content for it, then reach out and I can give you a key. I've been contacting streamers that play like variety games and puzzle games. So yeah, if you reach out, I'll send you a code. I'm also been streaming the progress of Orbs Absorbs on Twitch, so you can follow me there if you wanted to find out more about the game and what else I'm working on. Sign up to my YouTube, and I've also got a Patreon as well if you want to support actually the development being made. All the money from Patreon goes into me being able to pay the mortgage, basically. That brings me on to my second reason as to why I was able to make a game in 3 weeks. It's my full-time job. So I've been a full-time solo indie game developer for, well, since August when we finished 10 Bells. So 10 Bells is my first launched game with the now infamous Hillfort Games making Long Gone. Go and wishlist that on Steam if you haven't already. Vin's got 100,000 wishlists now on Steam, which is absolutely mind-blowing and amazing news. And I'm just hoping for good news for him on that game. It's going to be amazing. But yeah, we launched 10 Bells, which is a horror anomaly game, which is like a 3D spot the difference game. We launched that on Steam the 31st of August, I believe, 2024, and that has had critical acclaim. That's done really well. But since then, I've been a solo indie game ever since, and so it's been my job for a while. And before that, we worked together before, so I've been like an indie game developer for over a year now. So that's another reason why I'm able to actually make a game in 3 weeks. It's like it's not my first rodeo. I've made games before, I've launched games before. So I have an understanding of the processes and procedures that you need to go into not only making a game, but also self-publishing the game. So everything from, initial concept, full production, marketing, launch, and then support afterwards as well. So I kind of know what I'm getting myself into. So yeah, it's my full-time job, so I can make a game quickly. And that's not to brag, it's because of the genre. Like, I could only make a 2D puzzle game in 3 weeks. I wouldn't be able to make any other genre game that quickly. Although that being said, I'm actually working on trying to use this visual, this Radiance Cascade visual for the orbs, and seeing if I can make a idler game out of it, where you kind of grow the orbs and you feed the orbs and you play with the orbs, and they're a lot more animalistic and they act a lot more like they're alive. I'm kind of testing that out at the moment. So if you want to see that happen, then obviously follow me on Twitch. So yeah, that's how I made a game in 3 weeks. If you've got any comments or questions, then please reach out and I'll be happy to answer them. Right, I'll see you in the next one.